As we told you, in Enugu State, the protesters gathered themselves again on major streets, chanting the same songs and calling for the release of their leaders, allegedly detained by the Department of State Security, the DSS. The youths, mostly between the ages of 10 and 36, say they are prepared to be on their own. Our correspondent Sèrious reports.
The normally placid streets of Enugu burst into intense activity for probably the wrong reasons.
Our director! We want our freedom!
A small crowd of youths flying what they call the Biafran flag line the streets to lend their voice to the latest agitations for a separate entity and in defiance to police warnings.
The armies and SACs and police came in that summit road. They shot tear gas at us, but we didn't run. They shot tear gas again and we didn't run. But when they look at it that we are gallant, that we are not afraid, they begin to shoot at us.
And what we want to tell the Nigerian government is to release our leader. Because if they don't release our leader, we are telling you by the time we are going to do another mega protest. This one, you will know that this one is just a child's play.
In response to the protesters' allegation that some of them were shot by security operatives, the Enugu State Police Command insists that the demonstrations have so far been peaceful and there's been no violence anywhere.
All of a sudden, someone is seen, coming up, and in their large numbers. So in that case, what we will try to do is to manage the situation so that it does not degenerate into uncontrollable situation, because you might even try to, whatever thing we do might even meet resistance, and in that case, we begin to talk about genocide, and we don't want to be identified with that. So we just carefully try to manage the situation and watch out for what we're looking for.
It's most unlikely that any of the protesters experienced the events of the original Biafra, but their agitation for the resurrection of a best forgotten point in history has to be handled delicately but firmly before it gets out of hand. Sèrious for Channels Television News.
And to look further into the agitation of the Biafra youths, let's now join Linda Higbe from our Abuja studio. Over to you now, Linda.
Hello and welcome to Abuja. The Nigeria police says it is not finding the actions of the protesters calling for the actualization of the sovereign state of Biafra funny, as clearly the actions question the unity and sovereign entity of Nigeria. Therefore, under the law, their actions are treasonable. The police warn that there is need for caution in making their unconstitutional demands. Now, joining me on the news at 10 is the Deputy Inspector General of Police for Operations, Mr. Sotonye Wakama. Mr. Wakama, you're welcome to the news at 10.
Thank you for having me.
Now, you just watched the last report. What do you think of the seeming intransigence of the pro-Biafra protesters?
Well, let's start by getting something right. This is a democracy. Any person, any group of persons can protest or agitate for whatever it is they want, with the caveat that they do so within the law. The problem that we're having with this particular protest is that some actions of the protesters are not within the law. Some of them are carrying cudgels, they're acting in a riotous manner, they're blocking highways, carrying a Biafran flag and things like that. And these things are threatening to other persons. So if they behave in a calm, reasonable and rational manner, nobody will protest about it. We won't have any issue about it. But as it is, they are breaking the law.
But back to the reason for the protest, the police is saying that it's treasonable. Now, do you think the people are aware of this?
Well, first of all, whether it is treasonable or not, we'll leave that to the courts to decide. It's not for us to rule one way or the other. But if they don't know what they're doing, ignorance of the law is no excuse. So.
And Inspector General of Police on Friday issued a warning on this ongoing mass protest. But clearly, it has been defied by the protesters. So what do we expect next from the police?
Well, as you have said, a warning has been given, and everybody knows about that warning, has heard of it. We have so far tried to manage this matter such that it doesn't cause too much inconvenience, let's put it that way, to people. But if it continues, and if it continues outside the ambits of the law, then the police will take the necessary action that the law dictates.
By necessary action, what do we mean?
You will arrest and prosecute people.
Okay, now, one of the demands of these young men is that their leaders are being held in by security operatives. Do you have any of your leaders in your custody?
Not to my knowledge, but we are aware that I think one of the leaders, Kano, has been apprehended, maybe by one of the other security services.
Not the Nigeria Police Force?
No.
Now, what if they refuse to heed to the warnings of the Inspector General? What are your options?
Well, our options are dictated by law. It's very simple. If you are breaking the law, then it's the duty of law enforcement, not just the police, other law enforcement agencies too, to apprehend those who are breaking the law.
As we told you,
yeah, my wonderful people, viewers and subscribers. This video you just finished watch, and this video is not new. But the reason why all these videos have to be, it have to be repeated sharing, is because of the activities and actions of the international community, most especially Finland, that is holding Simon Ekpa, charging him with all manner of frivolous offenses which is not even in vogue. But let us just take it one after the other. Yeah, you might say that this video is old. Please, if you have watched the video, many people have not seen this video. And many international community have not also seen this video, because the algorithm carrying this video left, right, and center, before it get to you where you are, don't forget, it will take it 360 degrees as it is rotating. It rotates like Earth, because Earth is spherical in shape. You understand? So the algorithm will not, some news when they are being posted today, some will even see it when it have almost 1 week, some 1 month. That is when the algorithm turn and read to where they are. So don't get it twisted. It is an old video. You have seen it. Yes, there's no problem. But we need to keep sharing all this kind of video. We need to keep sharing even old video of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu of 2012, 2009, back then. Because all these things is what we let the whole world know that the journey does not start today. Yes, they know about the issue of 1967 to 1970. That one, they have ruled that as long as the Nigerian government said no victor, no vanquish, that is the more reason why you see them, they are not even giving attention to the agitation. But that's by the way. So why do I bring this video out? I bring this video out to show the so-called Alex Tob of Finland. Let him see what is still happening. You understand? Because I made a post and I also tagged him on that post of what happened in Yelweta, Benue State. I said in that message I sent to that monkey to call Alex, I made it clear to him. I said, if Simon Ekpa is out, maybe they could have blamed this on Simon Ekpa, on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Just like the rumor that is flying left, right, and center now. Not even a rumor, say, because in every rumor there's an atom of truth in it. But in this one, there's nothing like truth in it. Do you know that they are saying that P2B is the reason why the killings in Benue persisted? That P2B is the one championing it. The reason they said that because governor of Benue State never allowed P2B to go to IDPs to visit people there. Then on a bid to revenge, he then decided to water that place with insecurity. And I asked, P2B of yesterday, the Benue insecurity have been there, not even today, didn't start today. It started back then since 2010. The killings in Benue have lasted for complete 15 good years. And now they are saying that it is P2B. Well, Asimo, Owota Kimi supporting that. If Nigeria happens to him, who am I to say no? Because that is what he brought upon himself. That's exactly what he wanted for himself. So let him carry the cross, or rather, let him carry his own load by his own self. Let him also blow his own trumpet by his own self. I am not his spokesperson, and I'm not even in support of whatever politics he's playing with the so-called Zojurians. And another good thing again, I think maybe he don't repent small. He don't repent small. For the first time in history, since the killings is persisted in this Nigeria, for the first time, P2B made a post about the killings in Amofu that lasted, that killed, that took the lives of 4 Biafrans in that very community. Maybe he begin to realize that he cannot do this without his own brothers. And there's no anyhow say his own brothers will even support him in going for something he know that it is impossibility. 1,000,000% P2B, even if P2B like, let him win all the 35 states, remain only one state, my brother, they will give it to Tunumbu or another northerner who is on the ballot. So I don't even know why he's busy going left, right, and center, spending the money. Anyway, what do I know? Because the money he's spending not belong to him. If that money happens to be his own, I think by now he would have make a U-turn and have a rethink on all these extravagant expenses that is doing. So my good people, on I see waiting that they said it is a assistant commissioner of police, as assistant IG, Inspector General of Police, and it's an Igbo man. Look at what the man is saying. That going out there to protest with the Biafran flag is a treasonable felony. But go to all the whole offices of Yorubas Go to the Yoruba nation, not Yoruba nation, to Southwest. All of their offices have Oduduwa flag in it. I never see DSS, EFCC, even police asking them, what are this flag doing there? Is it not a treasonable felony? But Biafrans who went out there to protest, he said it's endangering another people's lives. That then the law will take its full course by arresting and persecuting them. Yet you couldn't arrest and prosecute the Fulanis who are busy ravaging our farmlands, making the food insecurity in our region equals to none. But you will have all armored tankers enrolled on just common peaceful protesters. But those armored tanks will never be enrolled for the marauding Fulani terrorists who are busy mutilating, massacring and beheading our people in their own farmlands. Just like what a very dark man said, according to Chief of Defense Staff, said when he started with statement, in my own point of view, it means there's a problem. That means they know the killers and they know what is happening there. And also in that statement of Musa, that is where he shot himself on the leg. He said the clash between indigene and non-indigene. So tell me, how can a non-indigene came all the way from how many thousands miles, then come to my own land and is dragging my land, and you call it farmer headers clash? How does that sound to that man's ear? Maybe the person that prepared that what they call it, his speech didn't look well, or maybe the person want to indict him. A chief of defense staff telling you, in my own point of view, not according to the information, according to the investigation, in your own point of view, that means you people are complicit. And don't forget that what is happening in Benue today, maybe I can call it as a result of karma for what they did to the Biafrans and the innocent children that are not even been born. They have to oh my goodness, I don't want to talk about that. But let us just take it this way, that military are the ones who are even supporting the so-called bandits in operating in Benue. One what would I call it, a bandit leader in Benue, open confession, said that he was called that these people coming from Western Sahel needed 4 states: Benue, Plateau, Taraba, and Nasarawa. Say they need these 4 states, and they are paying 350 million. But the guy didn't say whether 350 million naira or 350 million dollars, because initially the guy gave them a bill of 1 billion. I don't understand whether it's 1 billion naira or $1 billion for him to make sure that they wipe out people that are living on those states. So what is happening in Benue today? It has been assigned, it has been contracted. People who are doing it is at the top of the hems of that country called Zoo. And yet, the people they are beating these drums don't know how to follow the dancing steps. Let me not waste up much of your time. Let us go straight to the comment section. Great Prosper said, yes, so you can't eat your cake and have it. Back again. How can you beat a child and ask him not to cry? Night, rain, make una leave us alone, oh. Ochichiri barabono. No matter how hungry is a lion, it can never eat a grass. Ola kanye no. Onyagala nwanne ya. Ola kanye no. I so much like that, love that language. Ona kanye no. Biko onyagakwala nwanne ya. Sarah said, police don't they run, oh. Samuel Ono Alexander Ekete, the law always works in the south. Why the same law is not working in the north? That is it. Please, sir, with due respect to your rank, does the right to demand for freedom a crime? And does the flag symbolizes whom they are a weapon that you say is a threat? I believe under the United Nations Human Rights Charter, self-determination is enshrined both locally and internationally, and the so-called Zojurians are signatory to. Maikan Ele said, lawbreakers teaching people rule of law. Always Okuna. Samuel Ono, when it comes for southeast, you people have the mouth to bring out the law, but when it comes for the Hausa, there's nothing like law to prosecute. Cyprian Ede, I need Finland government to see this video so that they will know how wicked Nigeria is. Nigeria is a terrorist country. Our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and our PM Simon Ekpa must be free, Biafra or nothing. Chukwudi Ugu, if I may ask Nigeria, if I may ask, have a law? Okay, if I may ask Nigeria, have a law? I love Nigeria does not work. It's only work for the poor. The law Nigeria. Nah, this English, I beg you. Ihana just said that, but the government is creating way for the masses to break the law. Why not release him to allow peace to reign? Rather, it is the government now trying to break the law instead. Omeje Chikezie, but Boko Haram will work free. Yes, they will work free. They will even give them packages. Anyway, my wonderful people, I beg now here we will take back break. Nigeria is in their I mean they have found themselves between the deep blue sea and the devil. We don't know who is going to succeed this time around. But to God be the glory, Biafrans are going home, as you people can see yesterday at the court in Finland, where the Prime Minister is busy laughing and smiling because he has perceived that the freedom is coming. Have a nice day. May the good Lord continue to bless us. Please, as you are watching, help me drop your opinion at the comment section. Like, share, and make sure you keep subscribing. I love you all.